Let's talk about your role with the Cardinals a little bit. We're going to talk about you as a student as well, but the soccer team and your involvement in it. You come off the bench quite a bit, and what's your role at that point?
I see my role as doing whatever job I need to do. So if I go into forward, I go and work hard for 15-20 minutes and try and do the best I can. It's not helpful to the team if I go in and don't do my job, so I try to do what I need to do for the team every time I go in.
Yeah, if you're playing longer stretches, would you try to maybe pace yourself and go hard at it when you're coming off the bench? Is that the way it is sometimes?
Yeah, I think you tend to see starters maybe save energy here and there, where if you come off the bench and there's 11 minutes and a half, there's no point in not running the entire time or pushing the entire time, because it gives the team something different than what they didn't have before. Use some fresh legs and hopefully create some new opportunities.
Fresh legs, coming in, going all out. Overall, though, what's your best soccer skill? What would you say?
Probably shooting or long passing. I have good vision. I make good passes, and I can also hit a shot if I need to.
Yeah. Soccer here, the program has not won a lot of matches over the last couple of years, and there's just no denying that. But what makes you optimistic for the future?
I think Coach Garrett is a good coach. He cares about the players and the team doing well, and he's got some good kids that are pushing it. We made some progress this year. We've played some teams tougher. We've been in some close games. So I think it's important that maybe the last 5 games we get a couple more wins and maybe they can take a next step next year.
Yeah, it's interesting to me because on those, especially Friday nights at home, you get some good crowds. You get some crowds who are enthusiastic. And is soccer a big deal on this campus?
Yeah, I think so. I think our first game was packed. One thing I like, because a lot of the guys in the team are in the fraternity Fiji, is we get a lot of guys from the house down there cheering and causing ruckus sometimes, and I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah, ruckus. That's a good way to put it. What's it like to be in a fraternity and a student and a soccer player? It would keep you real busy, I would think.
Yeah, well, I'm actually the president.
Oh, well, that would keep you really busy.
It keeps me on my toes. I like to say that every Jewell student is busy. You can be as busy as you want to be. You can be in one thing. You can be in 8 things. Mm-hmm. I choose to be in more than one thing. So I don't feel bad for myself, but it keeps me on my toes and keeps me busy.
Was that one of the reasons you came to be involved at that level?
Yeah. So I went to Smithville High School, so just 20 minutes away, and I kind of knew about the school and always wanted to go really far away. And then I started talking to Jefferson at the time, was the coach. He offered me a spot here. I came on campus, and I honestly, I'd come to Jewell soccer camps when Sissel was the coach in the early 2000s. Never really even thought about coming here, and I got on campus and I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is the place."
Isn't that interesting?
And yeah, I'm really glad that I came here because, maybe I don't play as much in soccer as I would have wanted to when I got here, but I get the opportunity to grow as a person both on and off the field.
Right. What is your major?
Political science.
And what do you want to do with that?
At this point, I'm looking at joining the Air Force. Kind of something that's come up the last month and a half. Not for sure yet, but kind of in the process of exploring my options there.
Right. You were telling me about your family, and they're kind of in the service industry in one way or another, a lot of them anyway. And tell us about those folks.
Yeah, so probably the most 2 important people are my dad, who is a firefighter in North Kansas City, and my mom's a teacher. So both my parents are in the public service. We're actually a family of teachers. I think both my aunts, my second cousins, they're all teachers. I've had grandpas and great grandpas who've served in the military as well. So.
Why not teaching for you? You thought about that?
No, I've actually thought about doing it down the road.
Yeah.
But it's not something I'm interested in doing right now.
If you go in the Air Force, what would you do there?
I don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's kind of this new thing that I've been talking about. I met the professor about it. Talked to a couple of buddies who are in the Air Force. So I'm still kind of exploring my options, but hopefully it becomes more clear as I get further into it.
We saw you as a homecoming candidate this year. Unfortunately, you didn't. Did you win?
I did win.
You did win. That's right.
I did win.
My mistake. If you don't have a number on the back, I just don't pay attention.
You're okay.
Okay, so here's the new question.
Okay.
Since you won, you were obviously there and won that. But what did that mean to you as far as being a student at Jewell?
It was an honor. I mean, it's not like I was like trying to be homecoming king. But, no, it's an honor to be voted out by your fellow classmates and students here on campus. Because I'm just someone who tries to be nice and friendly with everyone that I talk to on campus, and it was an honor to get that award.
Well, I'm embarrassed that I forgot that. So
it's okay.
I apologize for that.
It's okay.
Tell me one thing that people do not know about you that maybe they'd be surprised to learn?
Jesus. Oh man. I don't know. I'm a pretty open book.
Hobbies?
I play a lot of FIFA. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems to be common.
I play more FIFA than people might think, and I really like to procrastinate doing my homework until
there you go.
The last day or so.
Now you got to reframe that. It's got to be I work well under pressure.
I work well under pressure. Yeah, I do my best work an hour before the paper's
There
due.
you go. Spoken like a teacher's son. So, all right. Well, this has been a pleasure. But as we close here, what do you see at the end of this season? How do you want to finish this season? Finish your career?
We got a good opportunity to win a couple of games here, and had get the most wins we've had. I think since I've been here. I don't think I think we've either been at 3 or 4. Has been the highest. And right now we're at 3. Came close to getting 4 last night. But we've got a good opportunity to play some teams here the last couple of weeks that we will hopefully get maybe 4, 5, 6 wins before the season's over.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
That'd be really nice. That would be a step in the right direction for the program, I think.
Yeah. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.